Facundo, all those guys here right now. And to your point, Jay, Figueroa is jumping up from 125 the last couple of years to 133 pounds. Was a national champion a few years back. So, and another thing we talked about is, you know, his last couple of years, he kind of started second semester, right?
Right.
You know, we were talking to Coach Taylor about him starting a little bit earlier this year, right? And being able to wrestle this early in the season. So I'm interested to see how that plays out as well. So this is going to be a good matchup here. Like,
whoa, Figueroa comes out blazing with a quick takedown.
Looked like almost a little. Now, this is where Knox, right? Remember what Coach Ayers said back there. Knox has to get to his positions. He's awkward. He's unorthodox. He likes these scrambling positions right here. Tried to hit him with a little side roll. Now he's looking for a reversal. So this is where Figueroa's got to be careful in this position.
And there's the two for the reversal, 3-2.
Nice job by Knox there. Just a little side roll, grab that wrist, hit that side, start getting him into his wrestling positions and or funk, whatever you want to call it. But he is technical there for a simple reversal. Cuts that down 3-2 now.
Well, and Coach Ayers said he would love to see this be a wild, unorthodox match. He said that's really good for Tyler Knox. Good flip by Figueroa, not out of there yet, but he's going for a reverse. Two, and he's got more. He's got a count. And he got 4, so that's a 6-point move by Figueroa.
But watch Knox again. Look where he's going.
Oh my gosh. Well,
but watch him. This is where Knox can be dangerous.
He's getting his wish, as Coach Ayers. He wanted it to be wild, and it is already. 11 points on the board in the first period. In the first minute and 15 seconds.
So here's the question. I think the question is going to be they're going to start cutting Knox. Knox is dangerous from the bottom. He's going to get in those positions and start rolling. I looked over here at Coach Taylor. He gave him the optional start to cut him.
And Knox is a redshirt sophomore from Graveland, Massachusetts, I believe. Groveland, Massachusetts. So here we go, 9-2 with the release, 9-3, Figueroa in the lead, but it looks like 9 points might not be enough in this one.
There's going to be more points scored, right? Because Knox is extremely dangerous. And Figueroa knows he's got to stay solid and stay out of his positions, which is a lot of those rolls, like I said, reaching back and grabbing the ankle. And obviously different body types.
Tucked under by Figueroa into a double. No 2 yet. Knox fighting it.
Man, Knox is crafty in these things, man.
Uh-oh, watch out here. We're rolling and rolling.
Nope. There you go. Look.
Here comes Knox. Trying to turn it in for 3 himself.
He's got that boot in, too. Whoa!
Figueroa flips all the way through. Goodness sakes, this is fun.
Oh! That was a good job by Figueroa in that position. He got his hips all the way over to the other side. Here's the replay right here, that what I was just talking about, the technique that Figueroa did. But he got his hips all the way over where Knox couldn't roll him through. That scramble kind of started there, start rolling, but Figueroa was able to get his hips all the way over and kind of cut some of that scrambling out.
Now Knox in on a single leg. Figueroa reaches through the crotch, trying to fight that over, trying to trap an ankle.
Knox has got to turn.
Knox trying to get on top.
Figueroa
rolls through again, but that's about 2-3 there, and it is. So suddenly it is 9-6.
20 seconds left in the first period.
Only
man.
15 points this period.
Hey, I like it. Like, you got it. Knox is a type of wrestler you have to finish as clean as possible on
8
him.
seconds to go. Power half thrown in there by Knox, and he's going to let the time run out. So 9-6. You know, I said to Coach Ayers he wanted to be wild and unorthodox, and I said, so you want to see it end up 17-15 on a missed field goal? You remember? That might be about right.
Yeah. So just watching that first period, right? Figueroa was the aggressor on his feet. Knox scored off of Figueroa's shot. I don't think Knox ever physically took a shot where he scored, but it was all counters.
So Knox deferred. Figueroa takes bottom. Watch out here, rolling and rolling and rolling.
Figueroa's got to be careful there.
Yeah, got to be careful not to get caught on your back when you try to turn in and roll. But right here, Figueroa coming again.
Look at this. Look at this.
Hooks up the left leg, but can't get away.
Look at this.
I'm guessing conditioning could play a big role in this match because, boy, there's been a lot of energy expended.
Well, conditioning, position, smart fundamentals. But I tell you what, Knox he puts you in these positions. Got both boots in. He's got his ankles crossed. Good pressure on Figueroa's back, working the power half there.
Figueroa hooks the ankle of...
Yeah, he's punching that half there on that
Knox.
Side, too. We can't see it because their back is turned, but he's pretty close to getting the count. He's pretty close to getting the count. Yep.
And he got a count right there. Got a 2 count, I believe. Yes, that's 2.
Yep.
Suddenly it's 9-8.
Goes right back to it. I like what Knox did right there. He went right back to that. He did not hesitate, went right back to that power half on that left side. Both boots in, really aggressive there, went right back to that. Good job by Knox in that position.
So 9-8, Figueroa goes back down. Knox now has 50 seconds riding time. Figueroa had riding time earlier quite a bit, but Knox has been on top a good while here, and that could take the steam out of the man underneath.
Well, like I said, Knox is dangerous, man. See if he tries to suck you back to his chest and try to score from there. What Figueroa's trying to do, he's trying to catch a foot if he can. But Knox is just a dog on top right now, man.
He is very tough.
Yes, he is.
Riding time up to 113, still climbing. Figueroa looking for a way to get out of there and get some offense going. Almost a reverse, but not yet. Hey, he got the reverse. So it's 11-8 after the reverse. Riding time starts back down, but watch Knox here. Challenge brick thrown by
riding time.
Coach Ayers from Stanford. So let's see if they're going to do a little video review here.
So they're going to review that reversal in that position. As soon as that reversal happened, Knox was able to reach back and kind of go through Figueroa's crotch. So we'll see what Briscoe and Eck decide on this.
One of the things you wonder about in wrestling, I don't mind the challenges or reviews because you want to get a call right. But as late in a match, if it takes a minute and a half or two, the guy with the better conditioning can lose that advantage because the other guy's getting a long minute and a half, 2-minute break. I think that can have an effect on a match sometimes. Well, I don't know what you could do about it.
Well, sometimes that's just smart coaching too, right? I've seen that also. These coaches know this rule book upside down and inside out. And if there's a loophole or a way they can get around that rule, but also obviously their main concern is protect their guy, they're going to do it. So this is the position right here that we're talking about on this reversal. Knox was tough on top. He got a little high. Figueroa came up to his tripod, was able to get his arm underneath and capture both ankles of Knox, and that's when Briscoe awarded the 2-point reversal. Coach Ayers picked that brick up, was hesitant. He looked at Hayden a little bit. Hayden said throw it. He ended up throwing it out there. So that's what they're looking at right now. So either the score is going to be 11-8, or it's going to go back 9-8, and Figueroa is still down. Knox is on top.
Have to add some riding time back on because they took it off when the reverse was scored, if the call is reversed.
Well, and they also, Figueroa did get hit with a stall call because he was on the ankle as well. That. Yeah. So right here. Man, that's, I don't know. I've been wrong sometimes and I've been right sometimes, man.
By the way, everybody knows about Oklahoma State's tremendous traditions, 34 NCAA team titles, 492 All-Americans, 145 individual titles. Stanford has had some really fine wrestlers, too. Of course, just a few years ago, remember Shane Griffith, NCAA champion, later transferred out of Stanford, but he was the one who raised a buzz at the NCAA tournament when Stanford was dropping the program, and he kind of was the impetus creating the buzz that got that program on the road to being saved. And then Matt Gentry was a great Stanford wrestler. Back about 15 years ago, NCAA champion.
And even here at the Cowboy RTC, you got Joey McKenna, which started his career at Stanford, ended his career at Ohio State University as well.
You know who might be the best wrestler to come out of Palo Alto?
Who's that?
Dave Schultz. Dave Schultz, of course, was kind of a generational recruit coming out of high school, came to Oklahoma State in 78, finished third, transferred to OU because his brother Mark went there. He went to Oklahoma, finished up there, had to sit out a year under the old rules. And then this is kind of interesting. Think about this. Dave Schultz only lost 2 matches in NCAA tournaments. A wild, controversial match to Mark Chiarella, and he got pinned by Ricky Stewart of Oklahoma State. And then he won against Mike Sheets 4-4, 1-1 in criteria. So he wrestled really top people in the tournament. Of course, freestyle, he was a master at freestyle. And unfortunately, he lost him too soon.
Just listen over here to Briscoe. He's going to take the reversal away, right? That was not a reversal, so Coach Ayers and them still have a challenge in their back pocket as well with this duel. They won't lose a challenge. They still have their same amount of challenges as dual start. So the score is going to go back to 9-8, and I think they said the riding time is 1:34. I thought that's what I heard him say.
Wow, that's a little more than I thought it was.
We'll see.
I thought it was in the 120s.
We'll see what they reset.
That's big for Knox, 134.
Yep, no reversal. Yep. So no reversal. Scores 9-8. Scores 9-8. Riding time's 1:34. So in reality, the score is really tied right now, 9-9. And it's Knox's choice in the third, but we still got we still have 7 seconds left in the second period.
So Knox can go ahead with an escape in the third. Of course, who knows? He may try something more than an escape. Good lift and return, and that'll end the period at 9-8. What a great match so far.
Well, both guys have got near fall. They're going to put him on his feet. That's the right decision because Knox is dangerous. He's going to give him the optional call.
And Knox goes right diving in, 9-9, but Knox has riding time. Figueroa on the leg.
But it's got to be clean, right? Look at Knox trying to beat that shoulder.
Figueroa trying to come up from underneath, grabs the other leg, but look at Knox draped over the top. Here we go.
Look at this. This is where Knox wants to be. See if he puts him in danger.
Oh, he's almost got 3. Knox is getting
close. Oh, look at this. Oh,
here comes Figueroa.
But Knox has got to get his hips high. Knox is in good position, though. Knox is in better position right now. Man, we've been in this position a lot right here.
So much. Figueroa dodged the bullet. And had a little advantage for a few seconds, but Knox scrambled back.
Okay, look at Knox reaching under and grabbing Figueroa's wrist right there.
Figueroa hanging on to the left leg, the left ankle. Man, it's about time for a stalemate. You can see it coming.
That almost lasted 1 minute, Jay.
1:07 left, and the riding time getting bigger and bigger because it's going to be really hard to get it under a minute. Whoop, whoop. Oh, jumped the whistle a little bit. There's a caution. That's his first.
Knox has a 1-point lead. It's really 10-9. Figueroa has to score a takedown. He was in. Once again, that was off of Figueroa's shot. Now this is off of Knox's shot, and he's in deep, too. Yep. Good job by Knox. Really good job.
Separates with a great takedown there. So that's going to make it 12-9 on the board, plus the riding time will be cinched here in just about 8 seconds unless Figueroa gets away.
Really good job by Knox. That was the first official shot that Knox took and scored. But, man, he does have some position.
Riding time secured. So it's in effect 13-9. Stall warning. If that's stall warning, that should be a point, should it not? I thought Figueroa already had a stall.
He did, but they took that reversal away.
Oh, yeah, because that's when it occurred.
Yep.
So stall warning. So riding time secured. It's going to be 13-9 at this point. Figueroa not doing much underneath. He could get hit again, but the time's going to run out here pretty quickly. 4 seconds left at their off. Hey, think about this. Figueroa led 9-2 in this match.
Once again, that's the beautiful thing about these rules, right? 3-point takedown, 2-point near fall, right? Knox kept just putting himself back in the match. Figueroa had a 4-point near fall. Knox had a 2-point near fall and a couple of takedowns. Add his riding time on there, and he comes out with a great win here tonight in Gallagher Arena.
Knox scored the final 11 points of the match.
That was a really good match.
Riding time 2:33.
Really good match, and I even like the sportsmanship that Tyler Knox just did right there. He was like, man, good match. I applaud that effort by both of those guys, man. They laid it out there tonight. Good, hard 7 minutes of wrestling.
Looking forward to more great matches like this.
Here's a bunch of back and forth here between Knox and Figueroa, so trying to keep up with that stuff. And there's the big move, 4-point near fall there, but Knox stayed calm, cool, and collective and end up coming out here with this victory, man. Just great back and forth between both of these athletes.
So it's 5-3 Oklahoma State as the Cardinal get on the board. We'll be back at 1:44 right after this.